My name is Kenya. I'm 21 years old, and I have a 3-year-old son named Danon. I was diagnosed with postpartum depression about 7 or 8 months after giving birth. My pregnancy was very stressful. My stress was caused from my child's father being absent. The day after we graduated high school, he left to go to another state, and he didn't return back until I was about a month before my due date. Basically just being pregnant by myself. And then I was young. I was 17 when I got pregnant and 18 when I had my son. So a lot of my family really didn't support me. And at the end of my pregnancy, I had to be on bed rest for about 2 more months because I went into preterm labor. It slightly depressed me. I tried to show a tough face and make it seem like things that were happening weren't bothering me, but definitely it affected me a lot. I kind of felt like nobody was in my corner and I was just alone. Before my pregnancy, I had a lot of issues with my mother. So I'm not gonna say that it depressed me a lot because I always found a way to cope with my stress. Even in high school, I did everything. I was a cheerleader, I played softball, I was on mock trial, I ran track. So even though I had stress, I still found ways to cope with it through my school activities. After I gave birth to Danon, me and my child's father were living at my mom's house, and things got a little bit more stressful because I felt vibes that my mother didn't want me there anymore. And then I was very broke. I didn't have a job, and I was on, government assistance, and my relationship was pretty wobbly. It seemed to me like I was the only one who was trying to act like an adult. I know that we both had the child out of high school, but it seemed like I was just growing up a little faster than my partner was. When Danon was about 7 months old, I started taking some college courses, trying to expedite my college degree. So I was trying to take a lot of classes and trying to make sure that my living situation was okay, and trying to manage my relationship and trying to manage a child. And it just kind of got way too overwhelming for me. I started getting more sensitive about little things that usually wouldn't bother me, crying a lot, blaming myself and feeling like I made a mistake, not wanting my child anymore, not being motivated to do anything. I stopped going to school, and I started missing classes, started not doing my assignments, and I've always been a good academic person, so that was real abnormal for me. I was sleeping a little bit, but for most days I was up till like 3 or 4 in the morning, and then had to still get up early because the baby was up. I was driving one day and I felt like I wanted to drive off the bridge, and it was very scary for me because I had never had those types of suicidal thoughts like that before in my life, where I felt like I had to talk to somebody. I tried talking to my family about it, and my family suggested that nothing was wrong with me. I was tripping. I was doing it for attention. So I had this counselor, and I called her one day and I told her something is wrong with me. And she had been following me and Danon since Danon was born. So now he's 7, 8 months. And she gave me this assessment test. The assessment was a series of questions about like suicide and about a lot of emotions and how I felt about certain things. And the results of the assessment was that I could possibly have a case of postpartum depression. What helped me get better from my postpartum depression was the first thing, just stopping everything. So stopping school, kind of stepping back from my relationship. Those types of things helped me feel like I didn't have so many things on my back. Shortly after that, I got in contact with a therapist that was in the area locally, and I saw her 1 or 2 times a week. She was a great listener. She had a lot of good communication skills, and she was able to just let me talk, which is something that I think I didn't get a chance to do for so long because I was too busy trying to please everybody else that she gave me a voice and allowed me to just speak and get things off my chest. And she kind of reassured me that she heard me, you know, and that I had a voice, and that everything was going to be better. The advice that I would give to any mother who is experiencing postpartum depression is just to get help. Know that it's okay for you to be feeling that way, and it is reversible. Therapy is not a bad thing at all, because we all get stressed and need to talk to somebody. If you've had a baby and you feel like something is not right, definitely consider that you may be depressed.